KX News.
629, welcome back. Without it, life would not exist, but too much of it can be harmful to your health.
Yeah, new this morning, meteorologist Amber Wheeler is here to explain the dangers that we can't see, but dangers that we know are there in this week's Weatherwise. Amber?
Well, Alicia and Josh, not only does the sun give us rays we can see, it also gives us harmful radiation we, of course, cannot see. Ultraviolet rays are invisible radiation rays emitted from the sun. They are UVA, UVB, and UVC rays, but we simply refer to them as a blanket term of just UV rays. Most of the UVA rays make it through to our atmosphere, while most of the UVB rays are absorbed by the ozone layer, but not all. Some do make it through. UVC rays are completely absorbed by our ozone layer, and that's good because they are the most harmful, so we're protected from those. The UVA and UVB rays, those are the most harmful to our bodies. They cause premature aging and most skin cancers. Most skin cancers are caused by overexposure to these rays, and they also can cause potentially blinding eye diseases and impact your body's ability to fight off illness. UV rays are measured with a number called the UV index. The higher the index, the stronger the rays. In the summer, the index is much higher than in the winter. The sun is more powerful then. We've all been told what to do to keep ourselves safe, so I won't give you the obvious tips here, but I can give you information that can help your decision making going into the summer, like how long it takes for your skin to burn in certain UV index values. When we have a high index value, you can burn in less than 20 minutes. The lower the rays, the lower the UV index, like in the winter, it takes a little longer. It takes about an hour to burn, but you still can burn in the winter. And speaking of protecting with the skin, you know, SPF 100, it may be a waste of your time. Anything around SPF 30 and higher is almost just as protective, blocking out 97% of the harmful rays. Of course, nothing is 100%. You see here, I've got the SPF here at the bottom, and percentage of coverage there off to the left of your screen. So anything above even 20 and 25 still gives you good coverage here. According to a Health Day poll, 80% of adults know they should be applying sunscreen every 2 hours, but only 30% typically do. But just when you think it's not safe to be outdoors at all, UV rays actually do have benefits. The Centers for Disease Control recommend around 5 to 15 minutes of sun exposure 2 to 3 times a week. That's because UV rays in very small amounts can help the production of vitamin D. Another interesting tidbit about these invisible rays is that some insects, birds, and reptiles, they can actually see them bouncing off of plants. Think of it kind of like a dog whistle for them. And Josh and Alicia, according to the Environmental Protection Agency, North Dakota's average summer UV index is about 8. Now, if you go to, say, Miami or so, your average is going to be up towards that sort of 11 range, 11, 12. And in January, our average here is around 1 and 2. So all throughout the year, you have the ability to have a sunburn. Of course, it's just a quicker burn in the summer months.
Yeah, wow. So would it be fair to say that it's North Dakota's UV ability to burn people is not as bad as other parts of the country?
It's safe to say that, but of course, anything in that sort of 7 to 8 range, you're still talking less than 20 minutes, and the fairer your skin, of course, the easier it is to burn. So you don't want to take that for granted.
And reapplying, that's what I'm bad about, every 2 hours.
Me too. So I'm awful at reapplying. I try to remember, and I've been trying to set timers on my phone because I've been really serious about keeping my skin healthy as I'm getting older. I didn't do that when I was younger on the beach, but I'm trying to think more about that now.
Yes.
Yeah, and I heard something interesting. The spray, you need to still rub it in.
Yep,
right?
you can't just spray it, and I didn't know this for years. You can't just spray it and set it and forget it. You actually have to spray it and rub it in. Something that not a lot of folks know, and it's kind of disappointing to hear because you're like, well, I thought that was easy.
Convenience.
And it's still easy, but you just got to rub it in.
That's right. Okay.
Devil's in the details. Keep it with us here on Good Day Dakota. Still to come, there's a crisis